is Michelle Day. I've been training at CORE for 2 years, doing primarily Krav Maga and Brazilian jiu-jitsu. I had been wanting to do something like self-defense for a really long time, but just never had. And when I finally got around to looking into gyms, I noticed there were a lot of places that said women's self-defense, but it just looked really watered down and like a weaker version of other programs offered. And CORE didn't seem that way. And one of the first things that happened when I walked in the door was Rolando said to me that he doesn't do a separate women's self-defense class because being a woman, or in my case being a small woman, doesn't exempt me from, doesn't mean that people are going to take it easier on me. And a lot of times all that does is just teach you to accept vulnerable positions instead of creating stronger positions for yourself. So I really appreciated that about him, and I appreciated the way that all of the coaches here are experts in their own discipline, and they're always trying to get better, and they've competed at really high levels and tested their abilities. So I trust the people that I'm learning from. I am a PhD student, and I teach writing at the University of Louisville, and I'm an assistant director of the writing program there, and a graduate assistant in charge of external communications for a social justice research organization that's new. And so all of that is a lot. It means a lot of really long hours, stressful, often frustrating intellectual work. And being at CORE, doing this really high impact exercise that combat sports is, helps me relieve a lot of that stress, and I always walk out feeling a lot better than I did when I came in. The community here is also great. I've met some really great friends who are very encouraging and challenging to me that I really enjoy being around and training with and then hanging out with outside of the gym. But I'd say maybe on like a really more personal level, my confidence has really grown since I've been here. When I came in, I was every bit as accomplished as I am now, but I didn't necessarily feel confident in my abilities, and I was also a lot more likely to, I guess, accommodate other people when they were behaving badly or mistreating me. And I think some of that comes from me, some of that probably comes from, growing up as a girl, you just internalize a lot of negative messages about yourself that just becomes this self-doubt when you're older. And so being here and seeing how much better I've gotten, how much stronger I've gotten, how I've been capable of more than I thought I could ever be capable of like being in jiu-jitsu, being in bottom position with somebody who's much larger and figuring out a way to get on top. It's just a really great feeling, and that kind of confidence in your physical abilities, I think, translates into your overall mental health and ability to believe that you're capable of a lot and deserving of respect, and so that's helped a lot. So I take Krav Maga because I'm mostly here to learn how to protect myself. And I do Brazilian jiu-jitsu because that really complements a lot of what we learn in Krav about ground finding and learning more dominant positions and principles of fighting, and all of those things combined together to teach me a lot more than I would learn in one class.